Radio. Welcome to the display and the system board and unit where we process the birds and put the birds out there. For the birds that come out of there is what is in the world, the state of the art, and for the Lord. I am also with an honor with few other things here that really makes what we're saying. If you don't know my kind of work and nature of work, it's not about that kind of paper you want to save money, but that which you use in the office or the houses, who built it, the things you live on the farm, the food, and the healing that you really have to say comes from somebody. Those are the things we call the wealth. So you don't regard yourself as somebody and play no role in the upbringing of nation. So nation itself is a seed the Lord is giving, that which made himself the Lord, a true self, not as an anus of somebody. However, you delete the word anus as the truth. And now know what they say they were trying to mean, yet somebody call it off the way. Look at all that. When you take a look at almost everything that we sound to be the language, they have corrupted to a woman's menses, pad, things, and we eat it, all these things. Why do we eat it? You don't even know. It's beyond eating it. Why am I saying that? Like how I've opened a system and I'm doing maintenance and servicing and repair to just make sure things work a little bit more than I wanted, because I know the state and what we have to say it is indeed. So I'm working on this. So if you are not as an intel or intelligence, how do you think you can open to intel or intelligence? And you are working on intelligent things. Or the Bible says that for the ones that work are not service, or the ones that carry out his word, they are not given. Or what makes you prophesy, if the Lord indeed did not prophesy? Where cometh the prophecy? Except he said he make it fail. Then you will know that he didn't really intend it for that prophecy. It may be his dream or vision. Even that's how it works. That the Lord may have a vision, hoping to say something or a word. But that if you also happen to have a dream or vision, it doesn't mean he has given you a go-ahead to go and say it. So some of you, only they told you your mouth should be as little. That cometh in the understanding, that quick in hearing. And understanding will be higher than understanding what they say is hearing. And then judging, you'll be a little slow. You know what judgment means? Judgment doesn't mean that you should slow it or you should slow in giving judgment. What it means is that before you can say a word, involve the spirit, the word, the logics, that the Lord may be a part of it. So that what to take less than 2 weeks is in just 1 second. That doesn't warrant what to be done in 1 second to be done in 2 years. No, you don't abuse it. Your term for judgment is really wrong. So I'm in the intel and I'm working on things with the radio. So that radio is watching if it's the best of a woman or a man, the brains, your chip, and all that, whatever we say. Look at the term where they say always. Then they created always for a menses of a woman, pad. When they say proper, then they went and make proper as pad. All this is abomination, blood issue. That's a bloodshed. That's the unclean word. Where things that you say regularly in the clean path of the Lord, they have ordained it rather towards things that are ugly, which are not supposed to be. Why do you call them always, as you want to say always, ultra or whatever, always pad? What do you do to the always? What do you name after always? You are saying things that come with blood issue. You have named it like that, yet the language existed before the name came with something else as a product. So you couldn't corrupt the word always to a part where a man speaks the same word, a woman speaks. Yet it's not a man that uses it. Does that mean you've done well? That's wrong. When you have also a word for proper, you also went to say the same, that a woman uses the proper. Does that mean it has been attributed to a woman to use? There you corrupt it with blood issue, things that are ugly, things that you don't need. Of course you don't need it. You don't need it where you have a prophetic that can say, let there be a new blood, new works, and let it be. So those are the things that we say. So if you are not an intelligence, working the best, how could you keep a system that would say, I can just cut all these things off and rearrange it or assemble it back? Because if you don't know repair, you can't assemble it. And how you work out such things, let's say this part, you want to say, is your memory processing center. And the memory itself for your mindset control is here. This is inbuilt right here. This is it. But this is the main function to this center that also receive it from this process here and then end at this point. That anything that randomly works here is as random that cannot. It cannot be it cannot be permanent. It is always what? It is always temporal. Temporal in the sense that you cannot store things here at this process center. It's as random, carrying things and working. As long as the system control is stable, it is not lost yet or until you issue a command. That's the light working energy here. So if you want to say you know what enables what function here run several times as it is in the support of the random access memory here. That anything that works here is in supporting to this game. And this as controlling what this one is holding, instruction. Embedded instruction here. These are kind of areas you can talk about as to know. And a little portion you want to say is your storage capacity for powering and keeping maybe regularly instructions for the BIOS. So if you want to know, these are the real estates. These are all estates, like the greenfield is this. And the nations and temples, storage structures built on it are these components. So these were all characters from what? Ancient days. All of that. How they didn't know how to get to the level that is, yet they have most of these things built and drawn. Most of them designed a part of it. So that when you look at all that is here, it's just most of the same thing that have been built from the Lord by the Lord. And you see this. You see this. This is the most excellent working fan that does what? It absorbs and blown out what? Heat, energy, process. From how many times this one can receive energy or the light efficiency with everything comes from this angle. That produces heat. And that heat is as a result of what? How busy it works with many light energy different and the applications. Using this side, because this is the side that processes what you put in from instruction, what it can hold and what it cannot hold. And you have what? A main warehouse. And that warehouse is like this area, which is what? The brain storage reader. The brain storage reader. That whatever you process here, also processes here. But at this point, it reads what is stored like a shelf that you command open, like your well bank. That for you to have any word taken from this place, it must follow instruction from this side. And from this process, from this end, and from this end, have many other what? Key control that make it possible. Then supported to temporarily open it and see it. These are kind of areas. Now, this fan here was not just an absolute fan, but it's a fan for intelligence. Why? Look at what the nature of this is. Like having what? This nature of thing. There's a processing part. But what do? They receive energy fire element from the direct chip, which is the memory as what you think it is. But that memory is the processing center, which is the processor. So we actually call it processor. So what is the word pro? P-R-O. This is the one interceding and processing your going and coming, your release, printing, and storage. This is the main core of the whole thing. That work. This is the main military. This is the army. This is the one who receive and distribute. This is the one who shows I have to work this, I won't work this. Whatever you key in and send to this level, central processing. That's the independent separation of powers. These are the work. That the cerebrum, the medulla oblongata, all those things, and the cerebrum, they are all working as one thing. This is the highest heaven you are seeing on earth ever. And they are with the lords and the gods. That's why their names, the role they play, comes with their name. So that when you call this person's name as Intel, they are saying intelligence. So when they tell you that Sylvester is intelligent or angel or archangel tells you the Lord is intelligent, he is the only reason things happen, whether direct or indirect. That's how it is in the light. So if you are a light body or angel, this is how you understand things work. This is how you flow, and you have things going out and coming in. And you see things being controlled by human. And that human angel is the only one who understands things have happened in the reality. That from the light processing, from the heavens, that is RV, that is AVI, and all of that. And the most beauty, what is in the storage beauty, is only the one that is light, who can bring you to the light of your notice. So the one that is in the light, who can bring you to the light of the notice. So if you don't understand how we kind of repair hardware, that if you are the best person, that's why you saw machines here around, and you couldn't carry it away because you wouldn't say that I'm the one you know. Don't you know my role or the role I play on the WhatsApp when I used to be a part of the business? But it doesn't make myself a part of your business. It is transaction. Like if you're not a part of what we store here, you only maybe, after maybe, type a notice or instruction, give to the Lord, and let it be unto another Lord. And they have all rate and grant for what? What they also work with. So that you cannot come in here and say this is a portion or position like we talk about the star and my birth and the name, giving purpose and what I do. You have no God that worketh what we are doing now than he coming to give understanding and meaning to what people have done already. That which you think is here, yet receive it understanding from another person to confirm. Then they know how they have reached and what level it is or how far they've come. This is the only way you can say that there's an angel working. We command the authority of the Lord, command my head out of the real mucus of the nose. So under the beat and under the breath of life, I hold it. I generate it. So there are things we don't attribute to ourselves to be God, you are this and that. No. I have to look at what area befit what we are saying so that I don't want to be called a name, simple name of a person to say it is this. Yet, if you have the knowledge how ECG is supplied, generated from the hydro plant and power plant and the creation and wells and webs and surveys and the Greco and all their service, you would have known that you cannot play with the level you have no knowledge of. You dare not say, once we are in the same country or on the same earth, you want to say we are the same. We are never the same. Any constitution that makes everyone the same is not correct. It's already dead and done. You couldn't come out and say that when you see the weapon, you don't know the function of a weapon. That they should leave the weapon down for you to come and give instruction. That made the weapon how we should use it. Do you think the one who did the weapon was not giving how to use it? You have to obey. I am not under law of anybody. Knowing that on the very cheap board, you see what it is? Green, colors, coded. As you see myself build the real estate or nations, so it is also on this. Green. So virgin and their works. Light, truth is not like you see, that's a vegetation. And they planted things and built estates. If you want to look at it closely, there you look at how we build their homes. That's the same art they told you the world is. Also in the heavens. So when you see heaven on earth, you have to see heaven being carried also with you. As little as the thing it is, the entire world is the entire world not showing on the internet. So that's the world where it is. And also carry the same on your very palm top or with your phone. Bring the cell phone. You could carry away what I'm using or teaching with. And you are saying you go and forge yourself to tell the world somebody stole from you. And why am I in the home? Why am I not being carried to the prison? You think somebody can come in my image to speak on my behalf? There's nobody who can speak on my behalf except the scripture and the word and spirit. And that only person who can say the word is the prophet and prophetess. Why do you think a judge can talk on my behalf? You can't talk on my behalf. Already you are the same level to the one who don't understand. But because you are not a spirit, you are not operating from the spirit of the Lord himself. You are under education of somebody's philosophy. Then why not it come from what? The Lord. Or why not it agree with what the Lord is saying? But if you have the blind one and you are only looking into the books before saying a word, you have a limitation. But the one in the word with the word and spirit, they have unlimited knowledge because the Lord himself is the one interceding and talking. Why do you throw that in a way? Where the Lord prophesied to myself and I don't see it. Should I go and bear false witness? You have been made and trained to do that. But I don't do that. So this is the main process I watch. How cheap, pin, peg it is. How many keys, how many pegs. You have no idea, right? That's also to say the heaven that operates on this very earth. That when this earth is taken away, or when this small square or heaven is taken away, you have nothing functioning here than just having the light and nobody will work. It means when the taxman or the workforce, the 12, look at it. You see how it is? Like the two things here. These two things on top of it. Like You see this one a little bigger than this. When you see this being taken away, you have nobody who can build on this earth or in this world, because the things that are on this earth have been taken away. That's how they say the empire itself. This particular one, you see that it's separable from a certain direction here. That when we take this one out, the entire system will only show light is with you. But they want to use the light worker is gone. So when he's taken away, you don't have any of these things to go on until another person returns. So stop playing with us. We are not twins. This thing that you see there is not twins. Yet they are positioned as twins or named as if they are on one thing. That's what it is. But we are not twins. But when they are working, you kind of say they are twins. But doesn't make it twins in the sense that you want to say we are born of one father, one mother. No. It's never true. I don't have anything like that. What I want to say, born of myself, one father, one mother, will be then myself and my sister, we are both Sunday. That's the only thing that I agree. So that born from the same mother is what? This one. I don't have the same mother issue with somebody else. Why? When it comes to male. Being a male and my direct sister, direct father, direct sister, direct mother is myself, the one who was taken away Sunday. I have no other direct brother or direct sister with my birthday. Only my direct sister. That's the princess. Sunday princess you take away. What do you think I have to live on? Who should console us as you are mad and crazy? What do you mean? You mean the Lord has given you the right or warrant to let you go out there and fool, and the tongue in your mouth is as a rod, being rude and rooted to the washing bay as a cloth, or as a road you are driving on? You have to understand this level is not your level. What created this, and who imparted the knowledge for this, and who to repair or is given to repair? The key. The key holder. So I'm going to fix this vehicle. What carefully? So I'm doing what? I want to place it. And this removing, you have to have a way that it goes back on the way you remove it. They didn't say that when you remove it, you should turn it to a different angle. That means you need to say you are ready to spend money to buy a new one to process or to have it function. So if you are not the one who detach, you are not the one to place. Or if you are not the one who created it, you don't detach and you don't place on. So I'm just doing this like it has to come out. So I place it back on. So in a gentle manner, we fix this. Just say it. And the key must be opened so that there are rules and rules that made it what it is. You see this side? You see that it's not the same as this side. And not the same as this side. And also not the same as this side. We have a lot. So if I have to say, I repair, I'm the only one who can detect what is wrong with this system. Whether we can repair it or we throw it away. Whether it is easy maintained or replaceable or we throw away. Whether we can upgrade it or not or we throw away. To go for a new thing or something else. This is it. So when I have this system set up before myself, what I communicate to, if I say, God, get out of it, because I'm the one who comes with understanding that I know what I'm doing. When it gets to a level we need to repair, you are not here to repair physically. Why do you think when I'm working on it or that which I fix, why do you think you are the one to operate in it? Then you are a liar. So I'm closing what I've opened now. I've closed it back with a key. Locked back to send the place it is unlocked. So I've fixed back this system. And what do I have to do? This is the coolant, or this is the angel blowing. So this is the flame of fire that they told you what? This angel. And the angel comes with what? Air. That's why you see this air blowing continuously. That's the reason. And you see the part that is aluminum, the part that is copper looks as a gold kind of whatever. They are just supposed to receive the heat energy as conducting, if it should be current flowing through it. You should have known what I'm saying. Having what? Different forms, silvery, that can easily cool. It means easily receiving air, easily heating, easily cooling. That's where you have the heat from this source received. This one, it will conduct itself through this copper line. Through this copper line, and will be sent to what? This level. This level here. And at this bay, or at this center, this fan will remove, or this fan will pull out from this very conductor hole into this section here. And what will happen is, it will pull it out from this as if the water, how you pull and spread out. But after pulling from this section, the heat source become a house in this or bay at this section. And from this section, it will now be controlled by this mini fan you are seeing like a jet engine showing. You see that? Then right from here, it spread evenly through this opening or outlet. This is what we're saying. So when this one also gets dirty, what do you need to do? You have a service personnel who need to come and work about things or on things for you. That is the kind of job creation. That you have to carry your tools around and search for places and person who may have the need for your service. Like, what do you do? Oh, okay, I work on computers, or I work on satellites, I work on televisions, I work on many things, or I can see through yourself and tell what is wrong, and that which may be remedied. These are the services we say is wealth. So the wealth cannot fail as we end the broadcast right here. So I end it evenly right here. Thanks so much. This is Sylvester Kwesi right there. Thanks so much.